Good morning, dear students. Welcome back to your English class. Dear children, as you all know, we have completed a lot of grammar for uh, the past couple of days in English. Today, we have a new poem that we will be learning together. Along with the poem, which is Sun and Moon, we will be doing the grammar book together and discussing it. So please continue to focus and learn the poem. Before we go on to this poem, we will be revising The Earth is Round, as it was the last poem that we had done and how we had marked the rhyming words. We will continue to do that in today's class as well. The earth is round. A frog is sitting on a log. Standing near is a shaggy dog. Bow wow, says dog. Bow wow to you. And the frog says, how do you do? If you like, says dog, come with me. Have a ride on my back for free. We'll walk and talk and travel far. No need for plane, train, boat, or car. How nice, says Frog, for I have heard from a dear friend of mine, a bird, that the earth is not flat but round, and the sky never meets the ground. So off they go for a whole day. The ride's fun, I am happy to say. And they find that the earth is round and the sky never touches the ground. Dear children, this is the last poem we learned, found on page number 51, about a shaggy dog, his friend the frog, and how they are on an adventure to see if the earth is round or flat. And what is the final outcome they see? That the earth is round. If you see clearly on page number 52, it shows. Today, we are going to do the sun and moon. You can see it on the screen. The chapter looks like this. Page number 5858. Please write today's date. That is 19.10.2020. Again, 19.10.2020. What we are going to do, we will complete the poem. There are few question and answers. Just for fun's sake, we will try to solve it together. Okay? And we will then move ahead to a grammar book, which again has got many exercises that we will be solving together. So, as the name suggests, sun and moon. What do we learn from this? These are called the celestial bodies, which means they are in the sky, correct? And when the sun is showing, can we see the moon? The first difference? No, we cannot. When the sun is out there, we cannot see the moon. And when the moon is there, can we see the sun? No. When do we see the sun? During the daytime. and the moon we see during the night time. So let us learn this poem together. The moon shines clear as silver, the sun shines bright as gold. Underline the word silver, gold. So what has the poet done? He has compared the moon to silver color. We have seen colors red, violet, pink, blue, orange. Same way, he's compared it to a color which is silver, whereas the sun shines bright as gold. So what has he compared it with? Gold is like yellow, correct? And both are very lovely. Both are very lovely and very, very old. So even before our birth, mummy daddy's birth, our grandparents' birth, the sun and the moon were there. So the poet is trying to tell us that the sun shines clear as silver, the color, though we see it white, but it has got a little silverish tinge. And sorry, the moon, and the sun shines bright as gold, the yellow color that we see today outside of our windows and our doors. If you see it is shining bright yellow, and both are lovely, right? Both of them are lovely and very, very old. They are quite old. God hung them as lanterns. So the poet says that they are shining like the lanterns for all beneath the sky. When do we light the lanterns? Which is the next big festival after Durga Puja, which is coming? It is Diwali, the festival of lights. And what do we see? In Diwali, mummy and daddy they put out a lantern outside the door of the house. It symbolizes the goodness that every house has got a light in it, and nobody can blow them out, for they are up too high. So the poet says that they are like the lanterns, like a lamp lighted outside the house. But nobody in the world can blow them out, that means can shut them off, because they are far up too high. They are very, very high. So this is what the poet is telling us from this particular poem. We will again learn it together. The moon shines clear as silver, the sun shines bright as gold, and both are very lovely and very, very old. God hung them as lanterns for all beneath the sky, and nobody can blow them out, for they are up too high. Right, my dear children? So this was the poem Sun and Moon. You all have to learn it, right? You have to learn it by heart and share it, recite it. I will ask you anytime this poem. We now move to this book of our grammar. I will be giving you the instructions. Just follow it on. This is the sun and moon, and slowly follow the instructions as I will be sharing them with you. Please follow it and complete the exercise. So what do we have to do? Again, write today's date, 19.10.2020. Please write that. Now, question number 1. Ask questions like the ones below. So there are some questions asked and we have to write the answer in yes and no. First question. Can an elephant fly? No, it cannot. Again, can an elephant fly? No, it cannot. Second, Can a boy ride a cycle? Yes, he can. So what have we done? We have just writing yes or no in front of the answer, and we are beginning with that. So same thing we will be doing here. Let's do the second one. Answer these questions. Can cats fly? You will write yes, they can. Yes, they can. Why are we using they? Because it is mentioning cats, plural. Yes, they can. B. Can a woman sing? Yes, she can. Yes, she can. Can girls run? C wala. Can girls run? Yes, they can. Yes, they can. Can a dog jump? Can a dog jump? Yes, he can. Yes, he can. Can a boy dance? Yes, he can. So wherever we are saying yes are things that we have seen in and around us, and we know all of this is possible, right? Fill in the blanks with can or cannot. Can का मतलब होता है yes, cannot का मतलब होता है नहीं. So a bird dash fly. A वाला है. A bird dash fly. So आप can और cannot दोनों रखकर देखिए. A bird can fly. A bird cannot fly. Birds fly कर सकती है? Yes, they can. तो आप सिर्फ can लिखेंगे. A birds can fly. A cat dash run. Can the cats run or not? They can. A cat can run. A horse dash play football. A horse cannot play football. And C, cannot has got double N, so don't forget. A dog dash ride a cycle. A dog dash ride a cycle. A dog cannot ride a cycle. A dog cannot ride a cycle. And E wala hai, a plant dash grow. A plant can grow. Come to the next page, page number 43. Good and bad opposites. So opposites are important. We had done a bit of it in the first chapter and the second chapter. Again, reminding us. Use these describing birds which are given in the clue box in sentences of your own. Tell your teacher your sentences. So thin, heavy, tall, beautiful, old, ugly, wide, and light, all are adjectives. Okay. So what we can do, we can use any adjective from the clue box and make the sentences which are down. A thin cat. B, an ugly man. Though we don't call anybody that, but it is given here, so we are using an ugly man. C, a beautiful woman. D, a tall tree. E, a wide belt. Like this, you make all the remainder of the sentences, dear students. Complete this copy of your grammar and send it across to your teacher and learn your poem. I hope you're keeping yourself clean, not rushing out of the house, and learning, especially by writing. Okay? I'll see you in the next class. Bye-bye.